comes to Eltharion. It is my duty, our duty, to endure. Stand with me. For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 2 of our Eltharion the Grim Mortal Empires campaign. This is the second time we're trying to get this episode on recorded. I got the whole thing all the way done, about an hour of footage, and then realized that the mic was muted, so we're gonna have to try this one more time. We are picking up right after we did the pseudo auto-resolve with Mash One Finger, where the army was just not enough for us to actually throw hands with and keep it in recording. So I defeated him off camera there, just ran in and bopped him on the head and threw him in prison. So we are going to be jumping immediately into the prison of Athel tomorrow, and taking this prisoner and shoving him into the bottomless dungeon pit.
The same
oh no, where'd he go?
Awaits their masters.
Exactly. And we are going to go ahead and come on in and grab the Shrine to Loek upgrade. That way we get 2 influence per turn, and 5 more of Ladriel's blessings. Our next upgrade is going to be for the Ruined Waystone. But that actually, with the Mists of Yvresse, won't actually activate until you have the first 25 Ladriel's blessings under your belt. We only have 15, so it's going to be quite some time before we are able to actually get the Mists activated. So it's going to be 2 whole upgrades, or a little bit of an upgrade to Yvresse itself. We've got our first right unlocked, so the rights that we have access to are the Invocation of Assyrian, because the rights were always the Total War Warhammer 2 little power spikes you get. So pretty much all the original Total War Warhammer 2 factions have access to rights, just no one else. We've got the Invocation of Hoeth, for more magic and experience gain for those mages. We've got the Invocation of Assyrian, which is what we have access to for more influence, construction cost reduction, and control. Invocation of Ladriel for extra attrition for the Mists, and movement range for anyone starting in the Mists, and then some other goodies. This is going to be more when we have the Mists of Yvresse actually active. Lastly, we'll have the Invocation of Vol, which apparently will have a dilemma that is going to offer us a powerful magical item, and we'll have a couple of good buffs, mostly to our military. Really good stuff. We need to have 3 technologies under our belt. We need to upgrade Yvresse's defense level to 1, or we need to build up an archive building. For now, we're going to do none of that. We're going to come on into Eltharion, grab his skill point into a route marcher. That way we can move a little bit further and hopefully catch both Grizguts here, and then move down to Galbaraz, hopefully in either the same turn or one after another. We're going to go into March stance here.
Follow the vow.
As far as we can. Thankfully, Grizguts can't reach us at all, so he's going to stay here likely, or retreat back to Galbaraz. We shall find out. Meanwhile, back in Yvresse, we're going to take our mage, have her move down as far as we can, see if we can't lure Gormog into a fight.
Destiny beckons.
Stay here, grab ourselves a couple of archers, and see if they want to come on over and try to throw hands. We're going to go into the negative for a few turns here, but we really do need to capture Elesali very soon. That way, we're not getting attacked by Slanesh and the orcs at the same time. If that happens, we are going to be doomed quite quickly. Before we do in this turn, let's go ahead and pop into our intrigue. Make sure we are as close friends with Safari as possible, because this is the only elven faction right now we don't have a trade agreement with. So we'll go ahead and improve relations, I'd say twice. I said twice. There we go. Now we're up to... Well, we might have done that 3 times on accident. Either way, now we're up to 61 positive. So if they aren't willing to give us a trade agreement now, they might be quite soon.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so still 0.7 if we wanted to pay for it. How much would it be? 1,200. More than I'm willing to pay for, especially if we're going to be going into the negative. Alright, sounds good. The last thing we need to do is we're going to try to heal the relations between us and the Dawi. So the Barak Var purple Dawi up here, we're going to go ahead and have some intrigue. It's going to be quite a bit more expensive. We'll just do this once. Alright, perfect. Now we're up into the improving. So the favor of the Finubar will do wonders for any elven great house. Ensure Yvresse receives patronage of the Phoenix King and make it known throughout courtly gossip that it was fostered by Barak Var. Sure, how that happens, I couldn't tell you. Alright, so now we're better friends with the Purple Dawi, which will be good if we get some agreements with them. That'll help us along with being friends with Karak Kadrin as well. we can only really take Bronte Mingle on down because everything above here actually counts as dwarven settlements. If we take these, it's actually best for us to give them over to Karakadrin or Barakvar, depending on who's left, to try to get a really, really big boost in relations.
Prince Eltharion.
That's about all we can get to for this turn. Reasonably. Alright. Go ahead and end the turn to see how things play out. Alright, so Gormog's actually going to come on up and try to throw hands. Which perfectly works out for me. We are outnumbered here, but if we play this battle wisely, we will be able to pull off a win, no problem. We definitely want to try to pull them back here into this gully and get them surrounded by spears and arrows. Still going to be a hard fight, but I have faith in you. Archmage, to the field. Alright, our battle begins as the leaf blower teams move in for our lawn care. Thankfully, I don't think it's picking up. I'm looking at the mic and I'm not seeing any. So what we'll do is we'll just pull our lads back. I'm going to let these spears be known, their presence be known. And then we'll have just the Spire Guard of Tor of Yvresse set up in the middle of them. The other two archers I'm going to hide in the woods here. One of the other units of spears. I guess we might as well have these guys over here in position. Land is going to try to get all of the orcs clumped up in one spot and then destroy them from there. Alright. Let it begin. Unlimited power. Go ahead and pull you back. Since they attacked us, they are going to be forced to come over our direction, so let's go ahead and pull most of our units back. Okay, they are advancing. So you understand how this works. You advanced on me. These cavalry are going to be extremely important. Dealing with those archers is going to be our key to victory here. Get up into the woods and hide. We'll speed the battle along just a bit. Something like so. Everything here should be pretty much invisible. We'll take it off of speedy mode now. They have 3 units of Goblin Archers. That should just be 1 charge each, but you can't really charge through multiple because the Eltharion Reavers just don't seem to have much punch. They are a light cavalry after all. Go ahead and take these guys off of Fire Wheel just to start, so I know we're luring the enemy in. Send the Reavers. As soon as they actually pass where the Reavers would be, we'll send them out after the archers. Fall back just a bit further. Alright, Reavers, no, stay unspotted for a little bit longer. And then we'll rush in. We need the enemy to be caught up in melee with our own troops.
Spearmen! Without fail. As you
Keep them back. If the enemy's willing to flank, it'd work out pretty well for us. Alright, arrows away. Go on and hit these first units here.
Spearmen! It will be done.
I think they are going to still sweep through, so we need to pull everyone together.
Spearmen! As you say.
Cavalry coming out, hit these archers here. You go after this group of archers in the middle.
Magic's unleashed.
Get them.
Mage ready.
Too far away with the wind blast. We'll go ahead and cast it through this group of orcs.
I summon the wind.
Fall back there, Cav. Speaking of fallback, get to it.
Spearmen! To battle!
See if we can have you get caught. Throw the heals down here. I love that our archers aren't doing what they were supposed to. Perfect. Cavalry back in.
The winds flow through me.
Lads are struggling a bit here. We'll give them a bit more melee attack and defense.
Witness true magic.
Keep eviscerating this group.
To the fray!
Archers, do your thing.
Orders received.
Everyone in guard post to not being foolish. Let's charge through this group.
Loyal! Orders
Loyal.
Spellcaster supreme. Behold my
blast in both of those groups. The goblins are incredibly weak to your wind blast.
True magic is mine.
But your mage is also incredibly weak to goblins.
Carried by the winds, I am sent.
Hold back. Actually, they do struggle with trying to fight multiple groups at the same time.
Asur Archmage.
All right, let's go ahead and get another harmonic convergence in here on these guys.
I summon the winds.
Blast apart all these groups in here together. Bring our own cav
Observe my
back.
radiance.
At once. Seal.
Bring them back as well. Keep slicing them up. Bring our archmage out. We need our mages to stay here, or spearmen to stay here.
Asa, attack.
Wah is in, so let's bring these archers away.
We will obey. Eltharion Reavers. Understood. Orders understood.
Spire guard are getting torn up.
We advance.
Weaver of the winds.
Cowardly lord. Go ahead and drop the heals down here and actually drop them some harmonic convergence. Let them fight.
Unleashed.
As you say. Eltharion Reavers.
And the reavers back through to the next route. Spearmen, come on.
Acknowledge.
We need you quickly.
For all one. Spearmen. Eltharion Reavers.
Goblins aren't coming back at all. Let's bring the reavers in to hit these goblins.
The most potent spells.
Need a wind blast to break them.
Witness true magic. Asur Archmage.
It shall
Alright,
be
you got
done.
spooky, but I think we've got a good
Order.
running now.
Understood. It will be done.
Archers, do your thing.
Asur Archmage.
Run in and clobber him in the back of the head. That would be glorious.
Behold my power.
Reavers come away.
Roll. Destruction awaits. Archers.
Pull back, you can't fight a war boss for more than maybe one hit.
This is my goal.
Reavers back in.
Seal. Acknowledged. Loyal.
Go ahead, pick some different targets now. If you fall back and give yourself some heals.
Observe my radiance.
Eltharion
The
Reavers.
Reaver's got a really bad charge there.
Quickly now. Asa, advance. Spearmen.
Go ahead and retreat, hit the next group. Archers, switch targets here before you get torn up.
Eltharion Reavers.
Asur Archmage.
Alright, that group of orcs is gone, and there's the victory. So we'll just try to capture him in both of these guys here.
Without faith.
That should be an easy capture of Gormog, but that is a outnumbered victory against the likes of the Greenskins. Let's get our spearmen out of guard mode so they can pursue the fleeing cowards, and we'll catch you all in a moment.
We will obey. To battle.
Alright, a close fought battle, 251 high elves fell in the fighting, but we got it. Golden Sword definitely goes to the Eltharion Reavers at 306. This is a pretty big force out of our way. We can move straight on into the settlement now. Problem is, we didn't actually manage to capture Gormog, so hopefully in our next battle, if he didn't take too many casualties, we can go ahead and move in and toss him in prison. We'll take the forced labor
They
here.
can serve the tower.
Alright, there's no telling where that army went. We gained a good deal of influence for our
High
executions.
Elven Archmage.
For our Archmage, we'll go ahead and give her the Curse of the Midnight Wind to try to further weaken enemy blobs. So what it does is it drops melee attack by 24 and armor by 30. Very good spell.
Show no weakness.
Alright. For you there, Cavil. Let's snag Shim's Burning Gaze upgrades. We can go for like maybe Spirit Leech or Earthblood. Either one pretty good for either heals or just zapping lords and heroes.
The most
Which is very
gifted.
important for both Scarbrand, which is a little bit further down to our south. Because we start at war with the top Knots, but so does Scarbrand. So he's going to be fighting his way through the center here. And we will be meeting him before too long. Looks like Grizgus decided to hold the line and do some recruiting.
Joy is what?
It's time for us to move in and do some damage.
Done.
Done. I'll just give this one to the auto-resolve. It'd be a decisive victory with low casualties, but I think this close to Galvaraz, since we aren't going to be able to retreat to replenish, we're going to want to fight this one ourselves and try to limit casualties as much as possible. Eltharion and his Mistwalker Barrage is incredibly useful, so we'll try to make use of that to deal damage without taking too much in return. I did forget to give him the healing banner, so he can't pass off the apotheosis for free, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll make do. Onward to the field. Alright, let's start the deployment. Looks like we are on the same good old Badlands map that we have been for the past couple times here, so let's go ahead and try to force them to come along this interior. We'll go our Elite Silverin and have normal Spearmen kind of flanking them. It's far enough back that they're not immediately taking the aggro. Let the Silverin Guards start the fight. And then we'll go ahead and put archers in kind of all along the outside. Launch
Archers! We will obey.
arrows the entire
It
time.
will be done. It shall be done.
Try to get them in spots where they can fire in and around the spear wall.
We will obey.
Alright, cool. So we'll have the other Silverin Guard defending against the likes of the Boar Boys, wherever they might be hiding.
Eagle claw.
Eagle Claw. And then we'll have Athaltamara Faith Bearers defending this flank. Where's my last group of spearmen? You guys come on over and make sure our back lines don't get traipsed through. Glorious stuff. So now we've got Eltharion,
Eltharion!
and then Cabal will hold the other side. Perfect.
Warden of Altwa!
We want them all in one group there, and then our archers in Eagle Claw. Let's have the spears in guard mode, but the swordsmen not. Lads moved up into position.
In Moranian's name!
In Morania's name.
It will be done.
Switch these Eagle Claw over to the multi-shot round, and then just start scything these orcs down.
It will be done. Make Ulthuan proud. Asur, move.
We're gonna Faith Bearers up.
I am ever ready!
I am ever ready.
Spearmen.
Go ahead and bring our spear teams round.
In Moranian's name!
Try to draw them on in with Eltharion here.
Must they die!
Hit this group with the quench. Hopefully it doesn't hit a wall. We'll see how lucky we are though.
It will be done.
Eltharion!
It's like one of them's going around. We might be able to, oh, maybe.
Onward!
They're confused as to what they want to do. Go ahead and soul quench here.
By my
Looks like they are sitting the cavalry round, so we'll want to keep that in mind. Keep
Orders received.
watching them. Bring these archers
We away.
around as well to make sure they don't get taken out.
Eltharion!
Heal Eltharion.
The Grim Warden
Go ahead
rises!
and chuck some Shim's Burning Gaze at these oncoming Boar Boys here. Ooh, all of them hit the wall.
We will obey.
Acknowledged.
Alright, you start falling back.
We will obey.
Caval's got these clowns, we should be able to deal with them very quickly. You turn and fire on the Boar Boys, and you two start shooting at these Air Boys.
Spearmen.
Great stuff. Athaltamara Faith Bearers should be able to handle those Savage Orcs in the woods, even though it will be a little bit of a tough fight.
Execute them!
Check the Soul Quench here.
Empowered by
Have you guys help.
vengeance.
But they're sitting multiple around. Interesting.
Servant of the tower.
Spearmen go ahead and fall back.
Can I be praised?
Seal. Spearmen. Asur forward.
Get a nice flank on them.
Archers.
Deal with these enemy missile troops. We're firing right into the flanks of these Savage Orcs. We're trying to also flank us right back.
Warrior.
The Fang Sword Hunters!
Heal these boys here, fighting that
Archers.
unfortunate lord.
Without
We'll have you guys turn to fire on these orcs. They are in the woods, so a lot of our arrows are going to be blocked, but they should get a lot of damage.
As you
Spearman,
say.
charge. Give Caval his sip of toughness.
Bleak, but unyielding.
Bleak, but unyielding.
March toward penance!
For Asurion.
These spearmen come on through because our archers are advancing into melee, like big fools.
For duty.
Eagle claw.
Well done, Faith Bearers.
I fight for Yvresse!
Eltharion heals.
Understood.
Faith Bearers are starting to lose some health, but they should still have Frenzy available.
Archers.
As you say.
We can't really have them fall back, is the problem.
Archers.
Warden of Sapphire.
Meanwhile,
For order. Asur advance. Eagle claw.
Keep tearing them up.
As you say. It shall
The Lord
be
is fleeing for
done.
the hills. Go ahead and capture him. He's going nowhere.
Spearman. Orders received.
Silver and Guard help out.
Sail.
The fan sword hunters.
Without fail.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of faith bearers. You guys need to fall back.
Quickly now. Setting forth. Yes.
Oh, the Cav almost made it into our very back line. Alright, still a costly battle, but we managed to hold them off. We're going to try to run down as many of these guys as we can for the free punishment. I'll catch you in a moment. Right, a decisive win. Only 170 elves fall, but it's still more than we would have liked. We're going to go ahead and force labor to try to get a good bit of replenishment. We get 8%. That's not too bad.
They will toil for Yvresse.
And Vicious is now... Oh, we got a new general. We did capture Grizzly Guys, which is perfect. Are in the Orc Bane and a Scroll of Amber. For allies, it increases leadership, and for enemies, it drops it by 16. That's pretty decent. We're going to jump right on into the prison and execute on brand new
fate
inmates.
awaits their masters.
Exactly.
Prince Eltharion.
Then for Eltharion, we'll go ahead and snag another point into Militia Master, make sure our front line is as strong as possible.
Prince
But
Eltharion.
now we're kind of in a predicament. This army can pretty easily retreat back into Galbaraz with a huge force of orcs. I think we've got him either way, though. Alright, Eltharion. You were so close to unlocking your first, You're not, man. RORs are quite a ways in here, aren't they? Level 10. We do unlock 2 at level 10, though, which is great.
Brook no failure.
For Winds of Magic, experience, and speed.
Maiden, aid us.
Sounds good to me. Can't escape, so we might as well sit there and build up some magic.
High Elven Archmage.
He can't quite reach. That's alright, we'll go ahead and have you advance. Keep the same number of units you have for now. We could upgrade Trelena, or we could wait for Tor of Rest. Let's go ahead and wait and upgrade Tor of Rest directly. Alright. Really wants us to do the building. Not today. Skip on through, and before we end the turn, let's go ahead and do some more intrigue at court here. If we give one more improved relations to Safari, do we... Oh, a poem. Can take great store in words and verse. Send a poet to the estates of Safari so that they may sing a verse, commissioned by us, of course. Great relations between them and Yvresse. That we can do. Now, Safari, what say you to a trade agreement?
Loyal servant.
Still no, apparently. Border princes want a military access pact. I think we can go for
ready
that.
to parley. I hope your words are wise.
I just want your gold. Let's be real. There'd be no peace with the rock skulls, the purple skulls, but we're definitely gonna be. We might be willing to peace out with Vicious's crew after we deal with this first province here. We also need to think about trying to make friends with the Bretonnians. We haven't met them yet. Interesting. Okay, well, since the Bretonnians can take the lands that we don't necessarily want, like the desert climate there, we just ignore that and claim all these wastelands. Alright, well, that should be our turn. I wouldn't mind her getting a few more units, though.
Master of Magic.
Let's go, just one more spear. It's gonna be too expensive to do much more than that, though. Just one more spear for her.
Mage.
Orkmog is going to flee back into Illislai. Because we may not be able to take him down with just that.
For Ulthuan.
Let's do one of each. And then we'll pass the turn. Okay, so the turn is ours, and Gormog does indeed flee back into Illislai, which is not amazing. Even with 13 guys, we don't really stand much chance trying to take the city. Just way too many orcs. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop her into
The
an
most
ambush.
gifted.
Any better
Shaper
chance
of
anywhere nearby?
Fates.
Looks like the answer to that one is a hefty no. So one more turn and we'll be able to upgrade. Ooh, 3 more turns we'll be able to upgrade Tor of Rest. That is a little bit unfortunate. We might want to remove our grazing meadows for now. We get a lot of recruitment reduction for those Illyrian Reavers, though, so I guess that's fair. And if we're going to be making gold, it's going to be down here. Mashcrack Tooth is back in the settlement, but we don't really have any choice. We've got to move in.
Fang sword ready.
This army is looking rough. We've got it.
Remove this threat.
Remove this threat. Be a valiant defeat. Plan is we'll just move in, take the settlement little at a time. We've got plenty of quench. Actually, before we do initiate the fight, though. Oh, wrong. Let's make sure we equip him up with the Radiant Gem of Hoeth. That's about it. So we've got the bound 4 uses of Apotheosis on top of his own. Move in and take their heads. Siege of Galbaraz begin. Alright, so we're going to want to pull our forces all over to this other entrance. This is the best way to attack this settlement from. So we'll go ahead and set the Ballista teams up front. Plan is we're going to have them utilize their ammunition to tear down this fort tower, or else if no one's going to go ahead and man it, we can just kind of take down dudes off the walls with the multi-shot round, which would be great.
Eagle Claw.
Not like this for our Eagle Claw. We will have normal spears up front. Archers kind of behind them. We'll do almost like a just a line formation to get up on the walls. Alphamara Faith Bearers.
It shall be done.
There we go, awesome. Infantry,
It will be done.
archers, and then Eltharion and Cavalry.
Servant of the tower.
Servant of the Tower.
It shall be done.
Let the battle begin.
I fight for Yvresse.
I fight for Yvresse. Go ahead and heal up Cavalry just one good time. We'll go ahead and send them straight on into this gatehouse. I'm gonna let the ballista shoot at whatever it wants, though it may not be able to hit anyone with the arc of fire it has currently. Instead, we advance. Oh, we left one of our spears over here. Now these poor guys. See if they make it. We gotta run through lots of tower nonsense, but we now have split the enemy up quite a bit.
Loyal.
About as far as they can see.
Will obey.
Eagle
Ballista
Claw.
can't shoot at anyone right now, which is quite unfortunate. And these air boys here. Oh, he just was acting foolish. Get shot at a little bit on the way in. Just dodge as much as possible. Tearing down those gates. The enemy is very likely to flee, especially with the artillery coming in.
Lawmaster of Hoeth.
These poor guys, we lost 8 of them before they even made it over.
Asher and Fa.
This is why we double check. Go for one more bound use of Apotheosis and heal yourself with normal.
Powered by vengeance.
Powered by vengeance.
Understood.
Advancing these guys so that anyone who does want to take those walls in that tower can get
Acknowledged.
destroyed.
For duty.
Steel. Weapons ready.
You keep changing where the thing decides to fire.
Lawmaster
It'll take them a
of
long time to
Hoeth.
get through those walls. Oh, the tower is annihilating these poor guys. They're just able to follow them the whole way over. Sorry there, elves. Very few of you are going to make it.
Onward.
Alright, get back over to this group.
Spearmen.
Spearmen or the archers are doing a serious bit of damage.
Archers.
Advance them a little bit further there. Or at least keep these guys stopping anyone from taking the towers.
Cestos.
AI is very well aware of how to cheese getting the towers.
Defending order.
Gonna have to give these guys to the
Receive.
Swiftly.
afterlife, sadly. Alright,
As you say.
somehow they're still manning the tower even though there's no orcs up on top of it. That makes sense.
March. Assyrian us.
Weird how that works.
We will obey.
Our blasting into these Savage Orcs, no problem.
Giran protects me.
We away.
Ron protects me.
It will be done.
You guys advance fire on those archers. I guess, or not.
Death to all. For duty.
Apace.
Advance, we'll bring the spears in now, the Silverin Guard.
For duty. Asa, advance.
Well, a few of these guys made it over.
Duty.
Just very, very few.
Asurian God.
Alright, we're through those gates. Perfect.
I'm waiting.
You two move in on the Savage Orcs. Or at least just capture this first zone here.
Onwards.
Forward. Asa, move.
Bring in the spears now. Our own archer teams can go ahead and advance.
Swiftly.
Cover.
Archers. For the Ever Queen.
Perfect.
Spearmen. As you say.
I acknowledge it.
We'll have them move up.
Moving out.
Capture
Setting forth.
here. Eltharion and his Lore Master can charge.
With haste.
We'll let the Lore Master charge. Heal the Lore Master.
By my
And then we'll quench these clowns.
Orders received.
It shall be done. For duty.
Ballista clean them up.
As you say. Asurian guides us.
Glorious quench. Go ahead and fall back there, my friend. Get rid of that unit almost immediately. Alright, perfect. Give this poor sad unit of spears here.
Loyal.
Will not stop us.
Eltharion!
Alright, you come back just a little ways here. We can go ahead and blast some shims burning at this poor fool.
Always with you!
Heals.
The Grim Warden rises!
Ooh, goofiness. Give yourself a heal, we'll go move in together. Ballista, see if you can't shoot this area for me.
Orders received. By your
Bring
command.
them in, the Alpha Tamara Faith Bearers as well. And then the Silverin Guard will just kind of set up over here.
By your command.
Advancing. The gods will it.
There we go, there we go. Let's go ahead and drop heals on you there, Eltharion.
Spearman. It will be done.
Warden of Ulthwan!
Alright, archers, everyone, focus fire. At least the ones that are up close. Focus fire there's on these fair boys in the back.
Archers.
And everyone else shoot at the war boys there. Who just made their charge known.
Eltharion!
Heal up our spears in this front line here. Let the ballista find new targets.
Eltharion!
Stop this enemy Lord cold. Chop him down.
Glory matters not! I swear
More Eltharion, just one more swing. You don't get. There we go. Nice and wounded.
Spearmen. Swiftly.
Have our spearmen advance.
Quickly now. For
Faith
Asurian.
bearers, spearmen.
Understood. Understood.
it! Execute them!
Alright, artillery team. Start blasting these Savage Orc boys.
Archers.
Missiles.
To battle.
Tear these fools up.
Attack. We advance.
Moving on.
Alright. If we use those shields, boys, otherwise you're gonna take all the damage.
All quiet. Spearman.
Onward.
Bring these archers in too.
Setting forth.
Archer.
All the archers.
Without fail. Archers.
Inside the walls, boys.
Advance. Lawmaster.
I like it, they're running away. Hit them with the quench while they run.
The might of Yvresse!
Oh, I see.
It will be done.
They're only partial cowards. Grab two of these archers, have them go after these air boys. Other two on the other side. Sit here, blast up the hill.
Asa, attack.
Moving out. By Eltharion.
Keep chasing them for me.
Lawmaster.
Move in here and slaughter these Savage Orcs in the way.
Empowered by vengeance!
Empowered by vengeance.
We will obey. Seal.
Chosen of poet.
Keep chopping through here. Those archers got caught and they're getting annihilated. Glorious, let's keep on moving. Spears go after these poor boar boys, everyone else just keep chopping.
Asa, forward! We go! You're in
There we go. Get shot up a little bit. Let's send Eltharion.
For order! Asur Loremaster.
Warmaster go the other direction.
Understood.
They have the weakened spears.
Lakoy!
Ancestors!
Start lighting them up with arrows. You two. Do the same to these guys over here.
Eltharion!
Now, there is no escape. Only the void.
By my father's blade!
Get up here and start knocking on their door.
As you say.
Loyal! Forward! Setting full! At once!
Spears, you go ahead and catch this group of clowns. It's gonna be easy.
Archers!
Understood. To battle!
To battle.
Attack!
I am ever ready!
Spearmen!
Loremaster of Hoenn!
Because they somehow managed to worm their way through our units. We get the guys up this other direction here.
Archers!
They did the same thing here. What is going on? Ultimate AI cheese.
Dead! By Eltharion! Kill them!
In Moranian
Not sure what the strategy is. I guess they're trying to get a flank.
Warden of Zachary!
Who knows?
Move!
Silver and Guard, get in there.
Quickly now!
As you say.
Speak quickly!
Drop heals for one of these guys in the
the grim
front, so we can go just for some leadership debuffs on the guys in the back line here.
The might of Yvresse!
To the fray!
To the fray.
Orders received!
Eltharion! Obliterate them!
Yeah, they really were. They're going for a flank. Not really sure why.
Asur! Attack! Advance!
Get them up the hill so they can actually be utilized.
Spearmen!
Without fail.
Everyone,
Spearmen!
come on back. Looks like they are going to try to lure us into a pincer here. Alright, that's down. Eltharion, you and the Silver and Guard move in.
Orders received! Archers! Asur, forward!
Without fail.
Oh, Cavill turned around. Get over here to help these guys.
Eltharion!
Heal up one of them as well. And they just keep sending their troops through the walls.
It shall be done.
Interesting strategy.
Attack! Kill them!
Weapons ready!
Avenge the fallen! Always ready!
Charge on through. They're just trying to push through our lines, which is getting them cut down pretty quickly.
Acknowledge!
Archers, come on up this way, that way you can fire on the Sneak Snapdilla.
It shall be done.
By your command!
Throw the heals down on the Faith Bearers.
It must be done!
Sinner! As you say! I will!
Alright, those orcs are done.
Eltharion!
Eltharion, just walk up and blast some goodies at them.
Powered by vengeance!
Assyrian guides us.
It will be done!
Alright, sweet. Ballistas are almost in where they can be used.
For Assyrian.
Archers! For Assyrian! Loremaster!
Bring you all one at a time, Midas, suffering orcs. We shall treat them all.
Warden repositioning!
Ooh, actually managed to hit it. Well done. Apotheosis on the Silverin.
By my
Move in to help.
father's blade!
Archers!
It shall be done.
For Ulthuan! The greater good!
The greater good. Yeah, they're out of arrows. We're gonna just bring them up as backup warriors.
Received.
I am called upon!
Go ahead and weaken the leadership here on
The Grim Warden
Vicious
rises!
Backslider.
Fang sword strikes!
Yes, it will be done. Kill them.
As you say. Lakoy!
Come on, lads. A weird strategy your enemies have here.
Who have willed it? Yen Louis.
In the Wii.
For Ulthuan.
In Moranian's name, the might of Yvresse.
Asur Loremaster.
Gotta get to the blocker. They've still got several units left. We just gotta blast a couple quinches their way.
Spearmen. To the fray.
Orders understood!
Bring the Altharion boys to the side real quick.
Eltharion willing.
Avenge the foe.
Loyal.
Alright, we're still running even lower on arrows here.
Eltharion.
Their target.
Snag this group.
It will be done without fail.
Everyone focus the ones that are already shaken.
Eltharion.
We'll use the heals to further terrify them.
Speak
Meanwhile,
quickly.
Understood!
pull these two spears back and let the archers kind of hold the line.
For the king!
Alright,
Bleak but unyielding.
up the hill, lads. Somehow we're losing this zone. There's not even an orc in it.
As you say, Asser forward!
For Ulthuan.
Keep chopping them up.
As you said. Following
Bring this group of archers over to this side. Oh good, they've all come back.
Glory matters not. For Tor Yvresse.
Alright, exhausted Asur.
Without
We've
fear.
got this.
Advance.
Somehow they're capturing this zone too.
Advance.
Heal up Eltharion.
Guided by Wastelands.
Loyal.
Oh, there's...
Spearmen.
Where did these savage orcs come from?
We advance.
For Assyrian!
Blast quench their way. Of
Powered by vengeance.
Apace.
Penance.
course, just run. You big cowards.
The grim warden rises.
As you said.
Keep launching those arrows.
Loremaster of Hoed.
Battle calls!
We will obey. Acknowledged.
I am ever ready. Eltharion.
Eltharion to heal once more, trying to terrify off of those
The
orcs.
might of Yvresse.
Firing into the backs of these guys. We'll get them on army losses eventually.
Archers.
It's taking much longer than I thought it would.
Forward.
Warden of Ulthuan.
Finally.
At least some guys up and around all the way.
As you say.
Defend sword.
Faith bearers, you do your thing.
Spearmen. Asur forward.
Always ready.
See if we can't quench this group.
Guided by Wastelands.
Archers.
For duty!
If we send archers into the melee, they're just gonna get crumped.
For the king.
Gotta leave our lore master up front, and that looks to be a mass rout. A haggard victory, but we'll take it. Alright, we'll take it. The spearmen did not enjoy that battle one bit, but someone had to be up front taking the brunt of the fighting, so get over yourselves. We should go ahead and just claim Galderazza's is.
For Moranian.
Captured a mash Cracktooth. And Eltharion has gained himself a Barded Ithlamar steed.
Prince
I think we're not running around on a
Elthar.
star yet. Alright, so actually, Southern Badlands. What building do you have on in here? Oh, the militia camps. We could get rangers and archers. Light armor. Oh,
Elthar.
lovely. If we could afford them. Thankfully, rangers are pretty cheap. Have a lot of good melee stats. Let's check if Eltharion does any actual upgrading to them at all. Don't believe so. I think it's just Mistwalkers. Any missile units, and then armor for shield guys. Also, it's much more generic. Seems pretty good. Alright, well, With our current skills, we'll go ahead and give you there, good sir. Points into Bowmaster to upgrade our Frolight as much as we can, and then we'll go for Spear Leech for the Hero and Lord Zapper and Training. Rangers would be so good, wouldn't they? I think we have to at least grab 1 unit. We'll try to take 2. We'll see how long we can afford it though.
High Elven Archmage.
Melindary, if we can get you to deal with Gormog, that would just be the best, but we're gonna have to sit for a turn or 2 and in negative.
Gladly.
Which is alright, I guess. Go ahead and assassinate this poor fool. Execution is the only way.
I will make it swift.
No, I will make it swift. As we're only up to 20, let's go ahead and snag the upgraded prison. That way we can have 2 prisoners in at the same time. And then our next upgrade can be the Ruined Waystone and getting us our Mists of Yvresse. Alright, how many skill points did you now gain? Looks like none.
Warden of Tor Yvresse.
Eventually get too expensive. Alright, we need to get aggressive towards this army. That's seeing Scarbrand's lovely image is never a good sign. We can improve our relations with Khorne. We're gonna be at war with Scarbrand next, probably either way. Lovely hiccups have gone in. Thanks, Nurgle. Well, I do battle with the hiccups. Let's see about giving a little bit more improved relations with Bargfar.
What would you have of me?
We can trade with Safri, which we absolutely are going to do.
A wise course.
A wise course. Agree to your terms, though it causes me great pain. We're being dramatic. Making money doesn't give you great pain.
Give the word.
And if so, you got serious problems.
Scholar
Let's hope that we get the ambush on Gormog here. He just wants us to sod off. Not today, sir.
Duty.
We're going to grab the Rangers, then we'll go ahead and tear this building out for probably the likes of... Oh, you get an Oath Gold mine, huh? Oath Gold, or Galbaraz's purest gold. Mine from the deepest of deeps. Only small deposits exist, usually in remote locations. Super pure gold. This will give us a garrison of the Sun Dragon, though. Yes, please.
A reckoning.
Yep, she hasn't been moved.
Destiny
We'll
lies
scoot her a little
there.
bit forward. He's going to recruit up till he has a force that he thinks is enough to take her down, and then he'll probably move. Which is unfortunate, but we can't do a lot about it. So we're going to sit here, and we shall end the turn. And hopefully meet Lothern soon. I figure they might start striking out against Cairn Fell, but hasn't happened yet. Alright, well the Face Smasher is content to sit on his hands.
Mighty Lord.
Dodgy Johan, you're
A great
interrupting me.
adventure beckons. Be wary, though.
Request, my lord. Oh, the Talisman of Hoeth. And that doesn't look too scary. Chaos Warriors have a lot of armor, though, so... A lone rider, bloodied and exhausted, has appeared at the gates of Tor Yvresse, a lore master and member of the secretive Keepers of the Stones, whose task it is to maintain the Waystones of Ulthuan. Before collapsing, he reveals the dire news that the foul forces of chaos have somehow discovered the hidden Waystones, and are set upon destroying them. Destruction of the Waystones would threaten not just the power of Eltharion's Talisman of Hoeth, the source of his magical abilities, but also the very fabric of reality. That sounds bad. With the enemy's next destination determined, Eltharion sets out to intercept them at the next Waystone being targeted. The wind's growing even stronger as he draws closer. And this first group doesn't look that scary, but Exalted or Aspiring Champs and this line of warriors would hold against much more than you would expect. So we'll go ahead and come back to that in a moment. 30 Influence, 5,000 Treasury, Replenishment, and a Talisman, which will enable advanced high magic. So does it just upgrade what we already have? Let me know what advanced high magic actually means, if you know. You have the archery prowess research now, so it takes centuries to become this good, but the Aesir have time on their side. A little bit of reload time reduction.
Student of Teclis.
Student of Teclis. Alright, we'll let you keep
Aesir Sorcerer.
replenishing there. Milliandry. We'll have Eltharion.
Never falter.
Never falter. Would love to come deal with the Sunken Kernarch before it gets too powerful, because there's no way he and Scarbrand go to war. So We can come on down, deal with the beastmen
The Warden.
sooner rather than later. It's still gonna be a tough fight. They usually have a Cygor defending those. Or we come on down and secure Stormhenge. And then we would absolutely be throwing hands with Skarbrand. Man, that's a tough one.
Prince Eltharion.
You know what? Let's go ahead and attack the Kernark. Let's go ahead and come on down.
On your feet.
No, Malagor's already there. And that wouldn't work out for us at all. Ugh, we're in a bit of a tough spot. Go ahead and tear out this building. We're gonna keep Eltharion's army at what it currently is, and then we will
Moon, dreams, and fortune.
dreams and fortune.
No rest.
Let's
no
march dance over to the end of
Onward, I
Galbaraz
say.
and hope they don't have any new armies. And then maybe we can hit Stormhenge next turn and just finish them off. We will see. Ooh, the Warp Shard Caverns. Alright, well I think that's about all we can get up to for this turn. Let's go ahead and select our next technology here. We've got Cartridge Ammunition, which gives us more reload time reduction for Eagle Haul Bloat Throwers, which could be interesting. Point to Sea Masters, Horse Masters for more recruit rank, and armor for those lads. I truly think the Trumpeters is probably our best call here. Into maybe the Spear Wall. Now let's take actually more weapon strength, and then we'll turn back around to go for speed. Make sure we are dealing as much damage as possible, and then we will come on back up to this high elf Archmage.
Let's hear it.
Arkvar at least likes us. They're not at war with anyone right now, which is kind of bad for us, all things considered. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and end one more turn and see if Gouger the Face Smasher is foolish. Want to make sure that was all the buildings we could do, and then we will end the turn. Alright, we need to take a look to our north. Looks like they haven't been attacked by Slaanesh just yet, so Kathik, either Kathik or Kathik is still here. We need to deal with the Face Smasher. He's building up his own troops. If we just sit here in an ambush and catch him, we can't take this army plus the garrison. So if we can try to one more turn, and we won't be able to afford it either. We should have gone for the upgrade to Trilinia a lot sooner. Unfortunate, but now's the time. We still can't. Ooh, and he's claimed Stormhenge. Skarbrand. Well, that means our fight with the Top Knots is over. Or is it? Do they have any settlements left? Maybe right here. They skipped over one. Looks like a little bit of anti-player bias going on. Oh, crud. We will go ahead and pop in.
Restore order.
Got no real choice but to go for something like the Plaza for growth and control, or for gold and control. Craftsman will give us... We have to go for the Craftsman. We need money. That means back at home, we can't upgrade Trilinia. Yoy. Being this strapped for cash is bad, especially with Skarbrand dealing with... He skipped over this settlement to attack this one. Which you just wouldn't do in terms of strategy, so that's the AI just being sneaky. Alright, well, we have plans to make. That's all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Was a Total War. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Eltharion the Grim campaign. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you all in the next one.